So here's week number 4. We're 1-2. That's not not the start at all that I wanted, but I think we're still doing well in so far. Even though we're 1-2, still starting out. I mean, that's okay if we're just starting out. And yeah, so I'm going up against a guy who once again has Colin Kaepernick at quarterback. I mean, that seems to be a favorite of a lot of people, and I bet they start out with Colin Kaepernick out of their first packs. And so anyways, we've got some nice completions already going down, already almost into the red zone. The passing game has just been on point. I have really figured it out in Madden 15 to pass, the passing plays that work. And basically, it's been a lot better in Madden 15 than it was in Madden 25, where I struggled to pass, and it was just, horrible just to pass the ball. But, he's stopping me on the run, so he's kind of forcing me to pass the ball. I haven't been able to do anything on the ground. So here we are, 3rd and 8 in the red zone. We really need to convert. And here I see my tight end over the middle. Owen Daniels comes down with it for the touchdown. What a beautiful pass into the end zone for our first score of the game, up by 7. And this guy also has DeMarco Murray. And yeah, he let's just say he's a lot better. He uses DeMarco Murray a lot better than I do, and my defense just needs a lot of work as he hands it off on a 4th and 3 back to DeMarco Murray on the ground, who ends up shugging off like 3 tacklers and ends up picking up a good amount of yards right there. And what a hit that was! That was a great hit. And the ball comes loose, but we couldn't come up with it. That was really disappointing. So anyways, here he is again in the red zone, 1st and 10, and my defense has just been terrible so far, so can I stop him? I'm bringing the pressure. That was my opportunity. How did I miss? I'm still getting used to the new pass rushing type of defense that's on Madden 15, but I mean, I still should have got the quarterback right there, and of course he had to score on a run, just killing me on the ground with DeMarco Murray. I just couldn't do anything right there. And he goes in for the touchdown. So I have a decent amount of time before the first half ends, and that was a great play. Normally, I would pass to the red, the guy that has the basically like the hot route. But that time I scanned the field, looked for better options, and I'm finding Mike Evans again. 2 receptions in a row for Mike Evans coming through for us on this drive. So here we go. I'm going slants. I'm no huddling because it's just been working so far. Mike Evans over the middle, another catch, 3 receptions in a row for probably like 15 plus yards each. That is just huge. Mike Evans, he's only an 80 overall, but he's a fantastic receiver. You have to get him. I don't know how much he is in the auction block because I got him out of a pack, but he is a great receiver. So here we are, 3rd and 9. We end up converting a pass to Percy Harvin. That was a huge 3rd and 9 conversion. So now it's a 1st and 10. I'm going back to the slants, and we end up getting it in the end zone with Dwayne Bowe catching the pass on another slants pass. I did like 3 slants plays on that drive, and it seemed to work. So now he's going to work with Colin Kaepernick, and yeah, only 20 seconds to work with, so that's not much time at all. But he manages to escape for huge yardage. I have not been able to stop the run or anything really, but mainly the run. Look at DeMarco Murray, just every single time he gets the ball, just goes for 10 plus yards, and again he goes for 10 plus yards. I cannot stop the run. I haven't been picking the right defense, and it's just been terrible in defense. So he manages the clock very, very well and ends up scoring with only 20 seconds, and that's a huge thanks to my defense, which is really bad. So now I'm kicking it off to him, up by 4. I really, the defense really needs to step up right now because it would be huge if we stopped him. And look at that! We force a fumble. What a hit that was. Force a fumble off the kickoff return, and we get the ball at his 19-yard line. That was a huge defensive play, but he already forces me to a 3rd and 11. I tried to run it for 2 plays in a row, and as I said, I just haven't been able to run. So here I am going to Mike Evans, who somehow keeps his feet in. That was a fantastic catch. I don't know how he kept his feet in right there, but he kept his feet in. Mike Evans comes down with the reception, so now I'm going to play action. I see a receiver open. We get another touchdown. Oh, yes, that was huge. So now we're up. We're up by 14. So really, I mean, I haven't been able to play defense yet. As you can see, he's just going for so many yards right here. And DeMarco Murray, once again, just shrugs off, like, my tacklers aren't even there. I mean, that's just how bad my defense is. He can, like, shrug off, like, 5 to 10 tacklers, it seems like. And right there, I was controlling the middle linebacker. I believe that's who it was. And I was ready to intercept that one, but I didn't even press the intercept button for some reason. I'm like pressed the wrong button or something, so he ended up getting a really a costly completion over the middle. So now it's a 3rd and 2. It would be huge if I get a stop right here. 3rd and 2, he's handing it off again, but he just completely trucks over my defender. I had no chance right there. DeMarco Murray's just too much of a beast. And here he goes into the end zone to his tight end. So now he's only down by 5, so we really need to make a stop in this 2-point conversion, because he'd only be down by 3, so we really need... Oh, we're bringing the pressure, and he couldn't handle the pressure. Maybe if he was the overall rating, maybe if his rating was better, then he would have passed that better. And so right here, I notice he's in man-to-man, so I lob it up to Percy Harvin, and he comes down with it. What a huge completion right there. Oh my goodness, that was a fantastic play call. I knew he was in man-to-man, expecting the run, so I went ahead and went play action over top and completed the reception. And here I am trying to run it again. Honestly, I have no idea why I'm trying to run it. I mean, it just hasn't worked out at all. Maybe I've ran it for like 2 yards. It seems like I've only ran it like for 2 yards or something like that. So I'm trying to pass it over the middle, but he can't come down with it. That was just a huge stop by his defense. So I decided to go for it. I mean, quick slants has worked for me all game, so why not go for it over there? And oh, he was in man-to-man, and he completely stopped that. And that was a really bad decision. I should have just punted it, because now look what I did. I give him another chance to him. That's just, oh my goodness, he just continues to kill me on the ground. Oh man, this is just really, really bad defense. If you haven't seen bad defense, this video is pretty much a showcase of how bad my defense really is. But luckily, I've been able to do things on offense. That's why I am in the lead. So now he's going play action, looking to the left, and finds his tight end. Looks like he's in for a touchdown, but the ball came out, and yes! Oh my word, that's probably the luckiest fumble I have ever seen on Madden. Are you serious? What a fumble right there. Comes out in the end zone when he was about to score, make this game even closer. He comes out in the end zone and we get the ball back. What a huge play. And look at this right here. I decided to just throw it up and I get the reception. Oh, what a play right there for the touchdown. Honestly, I just threw that one up hoping he would come down with it. And I believe that was Polaris, came down with the reception for the touchdown. I was scrambling out to the left and made pretty much a really lucky catch right there. And look at this right here. I don't know how. I think I just let the CPU or the manual defense. Yeah. So anyways, he scores on this touchdown. I didn't play defense on that. I was trying to say right there, I didn't play defense. I just let the CPU do it for me. And it didn't work at all. So he scores like in a matter of like 10 seconds. That once again, my defense has been absolutely terrible. So now he's trying to go for 2 to make the game even closer. He'd be down by 4 if he makes his 2-point conversion. And that was so lucky that he missed. So lucky that Colin Kaepernick overthrew that. But why? I have no idea why he is not kicking an onside kick right here. What are you thinking? Why wouldn't you kick an onside kick? He ends up squibbing it, but I end up, getting the ball right there and getting in decent field position. So I'm going to go ahead and kneel it and get the victory. So I have no idea why he didn't kick an onside kick right there, because that's obviously what you have to do. And he did not kick an onside kick. So I get really lucky right there. And I get really, really lucky with that fumble. I have never seen such a lucky fumble. He looked like for a touchdown. And he somehow fumbles the ball. And it bounces out of the end zone for a touchback. That was incredibly lucky. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been a lot of Madden 15. But, that's all that I have recorded. A lot of Madden 15 recorded and ready to come out. So I'm going to keep, getting these videos out to you guys. Madden 15 videos. That was a fantastic game. Probably, obviously, the defense was terrible. Probably my best offensive showing. Matthew Stafford, passed for decent yards and probably like 3 or 4 touchdowns. So that was a really great performance by offense, but not a good performance on defense. We end up forcing a fumble at the end and coming out with the victory. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like and subscribe.